Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Cultic. And I did get an idea of how the levels worked out, and I forgot that the first couple of levels are some of the longest levels you'll be dealing with. And I absolutely forgot that was even a thing. So yeah, now that I remembered a good idea of how long each level could take. Which that's the thing though, like, I mean, to be fair, even though like in recording, you know, when I was doing hardcore, like there's an obvious last couple chapters were like maybe eight minutes long or whatever. That doesn't really exactly go with how long it could take me to, you know, beat these levels again, right? Because it could always take me a while to just be able to handle these levels myself. Yeah, by the way, yeah, that happens. But I don't think there was anything that you get, like, there's no benefit besides just time slows down for the cool crunchiness of it. Because, you know, yeah. Also, machine gun time. He didn't drop one. That's weird. I could have sworn, like, that's where we get machine gun was these guys, but I mean, not. Well, either way, they're dead now. Shipyard is, honestly, I'm not a favorite level of mine. It's mainly because of how just odd it is. You know, it's hard to explain. Just not a big fan of it. I don't think I'm a fan of ship levels in general, to be fair. It's weird. I blame Shadow Warrior. Just being dead honest. I'm pretty sure, most likely at this point, it's probably that game's fault for pissing me off with that damn ship section that you gotta go to in, like, I think episode 2? Oh, it's been a while. I don't remember that one either. Also, I would like to do Shadow Warrior, the classic game, but that game is brutal, man. Like, there's times where I just forget what I'm supposed to do, and not only that, but that game is just, it's harsh. It is a cruel angel's thesis when it comes to how that game functions, I guess. Let's see, let's just get the damage real quick. So that way I can at the very least, well, have damage. I'll take the accuracy on the pistol as well. And I was gonna say, I think the pistols or the weapons do showcase their upgrades, but maybe not. Maybe like a few upgrades that might get shown. I have to be really quick about this. If I'm down here for too long, I'm going to start eating, you know. My health is going to start fading. So I'll come back around, don't worry. I'm not done down there just yet. Like, you don't die that quick, but it's still quick enough to where it's like, alright, maybe I should. Damn it. Go. Oh, this is not going to look good. Okay. It also plays on the logic of game logic, where it's like after you get out and you know you get a small bit of breath back, you just go right back in and it's just nothing. You know, it just resets your breath meter, I guess you could say. I can't do that in real life, not that I know of. I don't know if anybody can, but I can't do that shit. Let me think, y'all. It's been a bit since I've done Shipyard stuff, so I don't remember dead offhand where all the secrets are. There are enemies over here, by the way, so... Oh, you bastard. He got way too close, and of course I blew his ass up, so... Right when he got right near me. But it's okay, because I get a bunch of cool stuff, so why not take that chance, I guess. Alright. Yeah, honestly, this game is very, very, very 3D Realms coded. It's so funny how that works. And like I mentioned before in the last episode, I know I keep talking about it, but the fact that you can speed through these is cool, but it's something that I'm just not very good at. But it is something that you can do. And honestly, for not just first-time players, but just, you know, if you're an intermediate player like I am, it's definitely one of those things where I recommend mainly just sticking with the idea of playing how I play, like Duke or whatever. I have to change my mindset, because like I get so used to playing the new Dooms, and it's all, like, new Doom is about just being hyper-aggressive. But a lot of these games, you know, because new Doom does not reward you sitting back much. I think you can probably get away with doing it, but, you know, you don't have to play like DSP on Doom Dark Ages. You don't have to play that way. You don't have to just stand there and then shoot from afar. It can technically work, I guess. Because, like, to be fair, Doom Dark Ages does kind of allow players to just kind of stand there for the most part. A little bit, because there's a lot of attacks that just kind of come out and you can just parry those, so it's, I don't know, not the biggest ordeal, but be careful with this boat here, because there should be enemies coming up on top of it. At least if I remember correctly, there should be enemies. Also, this is just good game design, having the boats reflect with the water to show you that, like, this is a boat, this is a surface area you can stand on. It's really nice to have that, because it's kind of hard to see when you're underwater, and having something that I can just look up and be like, oh, that's definitely that, helps out like a ton. So, just saying. You bitch, why didn't you die? What the hell? What kind of crap is that? Did I get any extra max health things? No, I did not. Now, in other secrets, I don't remember there being any... Well, this is a thing. No, that's just a body. Also, I know this game has, like, tons of voxels, but that's the thing. I never really understood voxel stuff. Like, I'm not really, like, a big game dev type guy, so I never could figure out what the hell that's supposed to technically do. I think it's like, you can turn them off in this game. I think it's basically where, if I'm not mistaken, I probably am, where pretty much you have these pixelated 3D objects, and when you move around, they kind of, like, they're 2D, I guess, but they move around like a 3D function. Like, if you're looking at this, it moves around with you, but I think if you turn that off, that's what voxels is. I think that's it doing that, I believe. Again, I'm most likely way off on that one. You think by now I would have learned them, but I've tried learning them at one point. I'm like, what the hell are you supposed to be? And I still, for some reason, just don't get it, I guess. I don't know. I'm weird when it comes to learning things. There's things where I could just pick up just right away, and then there's things where it's just like, whoa. Well, then again, I guess that's with anybody. It's not really weird. Anybody, I assume, probably has that same factoid. Yeah, there's a gun guy in here, unfortunately, but that's what shotgun's for. Be careful with, well, not necessarily him, but there's going to be a chainsaw guy pretty soon that you'll have to deal with. Oh, yeah, that's right. That side's blocked, so we have to go around or go up or whatever to get in there that way. But that's fine. I can find my way in because there's plenty of ways to do it. First, there's this. Okay, that's great. Just gonna move without me. That's awesome. Damn it! Stop falling down. God damn. Here we go. There will be enemies that are going to try to ambush you, and back on extreme difficulty, I would just usually just try this. I would try to lob TNT or whatever I can to see if I can get any shots off, which it looks like it worked, actually. That's a surprise. And this should lead up to here, but I don't think we can get... Yeah, we can't get up here right now. We have to come up from above. So this will lead to the second floor, if I can get back up there. Try that again. And from the second floor is where I think we can get access to going into that other door. I believe. Mother... I'm not crouching. That's pretty much what's going on. I'm not crouching. It's like, dude, this is not that difficult. Figure this out. I promise it's not that hard. I'm just being dumb. Enemy-wise, whip out the shotgun. Who cares? You know, at that point. Oh, something else, too, I should mention. I talked about doing Shadow Warrior, like, reboot stuff, because I like Shadow Warrior 1 reboot. I'm not a fan of 2, and 3 was... I played it once, beat it once, that's about it. I have beaten the old Shadow Warrior game, like, once. Ever. It's not like Duke Nukem for me, where, like, I can handle Duke. Because I feel like with Shadow Warrior, I have a harder time playing Shadow Warrior. Because that game is just brutal, man. To me, it is. It kicks my ass. Not that I'm exactly against doing it. I should have opened up those boxes on the other side. Fudge. By the way, a full charged hatchet just swing should be enough to chop off a head completely. I'm kind of glad I'm getting back into the groove of this again, because it's one of those things that you just kind of don't lose out on. Also, whoa, what the fuck's going on now? Sorry. I'm gonna call up my friend a little bit here, because I think he's a fucking liar. He mentioned that Okay, so I just want to talking about like you get the groove of things, you kind of unrust, your skill just never goes away. That can happen for certain games. Sekiro is that game for me. I've got it basically down. I understand that game. This motherfucker is like, yeah, I basically just got it down like first try. It was nothing to be like. I already know. I already know how to play the game. I already know everything about it. I beat like one boss. I already know, and it's like, I'm over here thinking like, oh, you just fucking wait. You know nothing. You know nothing. Like, to be fair, Sekiro's parrying system is actually extremely lenient. Like, admittedly, from somebody who's played a lot of Sekiro, I can argue that it's pretty damn lenient. Not to make fun of my friend in that regard, but I would argue that, yes, Sekiro's combat system, its parry system, is pretty damn lenient. But you just wait until you fight Madame Butterfly for the first time and have to figure all that shit out. Then we'll talk. Like, it's less so about the leniency, and the thing is, like, like, anybody can parry in Sekiro. Anybody can do it. It's not that difficult once you get it, of course. It's not really arguably that hard. The hard part of Sekiro is learning the enemy pattern and, of course, getting that down and never faltering and never, falling on your ass and fudging up whatever it is, whatever pattern they're doing. That's, to me, what makes Sekiro, a more difficult game to kind of get down. But then when you get it, it's like, yeah, I get it. Once you get that aspect of Sekiro, then I would say, yeah, then you've got it. But until, like, just fighting the first couple of guys or whatever, even after playing Years of Souls, like, even just fighting the first couple of guys, in my opinion, it's like, alright, well, yeah, you can do that, but anybody can do that. But once you really get to the bosses, once you really get to the stuff, like, even still nowadays, I can't fight that damn... I mean, the ogre's one thing. That's fine. I've learned him enough. I can't fight that stinking final optional boss, that giant, lava demon thing. I can't... Man, he kicks my ass. Like, every time I fight him now, it's just like, he kicks my ass. So I'm just saying. Skill, you can carry your skill from, like, other games, like I do here. Like, I play, quite a few retro 3D Realms boomer shooter types. So, like, of course my skill is going to probably most likely carry over from that to this. But this has a whole nother subset of stuff I need to learn at the same time. God damn it! It has, like, a whole nother subset of stuff I still have to take in consideration and I have to learn. And that's another thing, too, that I do want to talk about is... Leffen, who is a, Smash player, a pretty hated Smash player, coming over and playing Tekken and just Guilty Gear and basically ruining every other fighting game he can get his, grubby little sneaking hands on. Even though, like, he is a Smash player and he's only ever really played Smash for, like, a while, technically speaking, you can still theoretically take a lot of that stuff that you've learned from those games and you can theoretically still use those fighting games to your advantage. Like, I can take my Tekken expertise and play Street Fighter or whatever to an extent, right? But unless you really put yourself to it, unless you really learn those games, then at that point, it's like, well, you're not really a Street Fighter player yet. But you can still kind of carry over fundamentals. That's the thing, is like fundamentals. Because fundamentals work with anything, really. Within the group of what they're with, because like I like to do 2D art stuff or whatever, and I guess you could argue that maybe some slight fundamentals of that carried over into me doing Blender, and some parts of Blender might have carried over into doing digital art stuff too. Who knows? It's quite possible. The fuck was this key at again? Like, I'm pretty sure the door thing tells you. So I'll go look. Because it's been a while, man. Okay. But the former ship captain has said as well. Hid below deck when he commandeered the vessel. God damn it. So it's got to be one of these rooms or something. I just completely missed it. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, either way, back to Sekiro. I want to play it so bad again, man. Not because like my friend was playing it, but not to show him up. Okay, yeah. But not just that. It's just mainly just like I love Sekiro. It's one of my favorite FromSoft games, like no doubt. And also, just to kind of talk about it, Sekiro. People say Sekiro is not a Souls-like, and I still think that to an extent it sort of is, but isn't. Like I can argue like I can see why somebody would say it's not. Like I don't have to fight over it, I guess. But at the same time, it's like to me, I don't know. It still is Souls-ish, but it doesn't have the same exact full-on Souls system either. So it's not a full-on Souls-like, but then again, like Souls-like just could mean, for the most part, I should know where to go at this point. What am I doing wrong? Why am I this dumb? I should know. How am I fudging up this bad? Oh yeah, if I middle click with my mouse button, my mouse wheel, it'll actually throw stuff. Where the fuck was that door at again? I don't think you blow this up, do you? Because if I remember correctly, there's like a thing behind there, but I can't remember if there's like a vent I had to jump through or whatever. This is what happens when you don't play these games for a while. You kind of just tend to forget things. But yeah, I can still do it. I know it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon already, and I still got to go back to work tomorrow, but I mean, I could whip out Sekiro if I really wanted to. But yeah, I don't know. Souls-like, I guess, to me, is pretty much just... Because, again, you don't have to be full-on an actual fucking Souls game that people think you have to be. Souls-like just means exactly that. It means that there's like a hint of Souls-ish in it. But then again, you could also argue that a lot of what makes Souls game a Souls game kind of comes from, like, maybe comes from other games, such as, like, Elder Scrolls and all that other fun stuff too, with the stamina bar, like other action RPGs type stuff, because there's very clear hints of that. Where the fuck were these? How do you get back in that son of a bitch? I don't remember. Well, I don't think we need to go back there ever again. Yeah, this is what happens. I get lost, and I'm sure people are getting mad and annoyed, but I'm sorry. Not much I can do, because I'm just being dumb. I should have known about most of this, but I'm having a hard time remembering. I mean, that's where we need to get to, but there's stuff here. That's a little secret. Maybe he threw it on a boat. Like, that's the thing, though. He says it's below deck, but I can't find it. Why can I not find the stinking key? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Unless... I doubt it, but I don't know. Nah, just weapon parts. Damn it. Like, I think we got everything over here, though. Yeah, real quick, just to kind of answer my personal opinion about what makes a Souls-like a Souls-like. I mean, do you have a dedicated dodge button? But see, like, there are games that do have, like, a dodge mechanic, Like, God of War had a dodge mechanic. For me, it's almost pretty obvious when it's, like, circles to dodge. That usually it's kind of like a good small dead giveaway, but that's not a rule. That's just more so like, okay, you can have a dodge, but does it also have, whenever you go to a bonfire-esque thing, does it respawn enemies? And guess what game does that? Sekiro does that. Guess what other game does that too? Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong also has a thing, as far as I'm aware, has a thing where essentially, if you go rest at a bonfire location, it resets enemies. I think for me, honestly, I forgot to mention it because I didn't think about it at the time, but to me, honestly, that's almost a pretty damn good dead giveaway of, yeah, it's pretty much a Souls-like at that point. Do you have a healing system that has, like, a limited amount of healing? Not including Bloodborne, because that's just... That's still From Software. Like, that's still Souls-like. That game already has everything it needs to have to be a Souls-like anyway, so that doesn't count with the whole healing system it has. It's slightly different. Now, Armored Core 6, even though it has a limited healing system, still doesn't, to me, you know, give off the vibes of it being a Souls-like at all. So I just want to make that clear that I don't think Armored Core 6 is a Souls-like at all. I still think that's relatively for what it is that. Now, people would also argue, like, oh, is the game hard? Because that can make it a Souls-like too. And I'm going to be real with you, Chief. I don't think having a hard game admits that it's, you know, I don't think that that's a clear indicator of it being Souls-like. By the way, there's nothing underneath the ship. You can't go into the ship via the bottom. I'm missing something. I'm missing a key, obviously, but I have no clue. Because there's supposed to be a way to get into that back room thing right there, but I can't remember. There's going to be a vent on the side, isn't there? That I missed. Maybe something to blow up, maybe. I mean, I could look it up. I think I've done this before, like 10 or 20 times now, where I get to this level and I'm like, where the hell do I go? Oh. Do I have to edit the video even more than the editing I have to do now? God damn it. Alright. Well, I mean, what I could do is just real quick, just look it up, and we could just talk about, I guess, things real fast. I mean, we're 20 minutes in. My phone's really goddamn slow. I don't mean to keep you guys bored. I know I should just edit this stuff out and just go find the damn... It's got to be around here. Like, it's got to be where I think it's at. It's got to... I'm pretty sure it's behind that damn wall. And I just cannot remember for the life of me how to get to that damn wall. So, I'll try what I can. You know, I'll see what I can do. But... Damn it. No! Fucking cocksucker! Hold on. I'm trying everything I can to type at the same time. Let me just turn that down real quick. Fudge. There's gotta be a vent that I was just not remembering about, right? Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna... Fuck this. I'm just gonna look it up. I'm tired of it. Where's that damn key at? Let's find out. Once again, sorry about wasting your guys' time, but... God, this is annoying. Wait, this game's gonna be released on PS5? I didn't know that. Oh, once it's complete. Oh, okay. Dude, holy fucking shit. How slow is everything? Like, don't tell me I have to blow up. Certain... Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. Like, there's a vent I'm supposed to get inside of, but I don't remember where the hell it... Damn vent even... Wait a minute. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Is it where I think it's at? Hang on, folks. I think I might have it. Fuck. I guess I wasn't looking right. Damn it. I'm sorry for wasting your guys' time. I'm really sorry about that, but this is what happens when you're an idiot like me. No, wait. What? Where's that fucking vent? No, it's on the bottom floor, isn't it? Like, it's on the very bottom one, I think. Could be wrong. I could have sworn it was... Oh, my lord. Are you... Oh, you bastards. Maybe I really do need to get my eyes checked at this point, considering the fact that I couldn't see that shit. What a surprise. Yeah, that's backed up. You can't do anything. I don't remember there being anything this way, though. Oh, don't think so. This just leads into this, which you could just do this, and that opens up this. And I think once we come back here, there should be enemies that appear. Might want to close that door as well. At the very least, open up the other way or something. I don't know. Oh, by the way, these are usually med stuff you can get. God, I'm so dumb. I remember I told you guys I knew there was a vent or something. Like, I remember that part of it. But then, of course, like an idiot, you know, my dumb ass don't remember where the hell that vent even was. Oop. Gotta watch out. Nice. Got a big old explosion. You know what? I kind of need that light on, not gonna lie. So anyway, we found that, thank God. How many secrets? 4 out of 7? Not bad. Watch out for the bear trap. And there will be enemies, I believe, on this side. So watch yourself. Oh, well, there's that guy. Kind of forgot about you, to be honest. But anyway, yeah. Souls-likes. What do you guys think? Yes, no? In terms of, do you agree with me or not? Like, I think having a healing system that typically responds upon resting areas, checkpoint, having a checkpoint system that you can respawn enemies. Metroidvanias do it. Like, there's certain, like, Metroidvanias do it, but even then, still, like, even though they're Metroidvanias, I would still say that's Souls-like. Because what I mean by Souls-like, I don't mean you have to follow directly 3D Dark Souls. I'm talking about the fact that you use various small things from them. But then again, you could also argue, well, every game kind of uses small bits from different things. That's just what games do. There should be an ambush, I think, coming up soon. But the key should be in here. Well, I mean, yeah, it's that, but... Oh! Something hit me. Something hit me from afar. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's just like the paranormal ghost thingies or whatever attack you. Okay, not gonna lie. That got me. I might not have made any noise, I know. But that actually scared the shit out of me for a second. That's why I stood there and didn't react. I totally forgot that they did that. Son of a bitch. Yeah, that creeped me the fuck out. So, good on you. That got me good. Alright. Now I need to watch out for... God, motherfucker. Why can't you open this way? Why do you gotta open the other way, dude? I think that's the exit, and we just need to get to the top of the ship, and then we can just do that. And then, yeah, after this video, I'll probably just be done. Maybe I might be done with recording, but I might start up the other game I was gonna do, and do, like, maybe just one episode of that as well. Just to kind of get it out of my system, and then after that, maybe, I don't know, like Sekiro or something. I haven't played Armored Core 6 in a hot minute either, to be honest with you. I probably would get eaten alive if I played that game. I was gonna say, we should have killed everybody in here, so it should be fine. And all this gives us is pretty much just that. Just, we got guys killed, and you're welcome, friend. Oh, yeah, that's right. We gotta get this. Never mind. I'm being dumb. That's the mine key. We need that for the sake of getting inside the mine, of course. And secret-wise, I'm still somehow missing 3 secrets. And I don't remember how or why. And I've gotten a pretty good amount of them, too. I thought I did. Like, I thought that during that little expedition we had going through the vents, I could have sworn that some of them might have, you know, gave me a little secret here or there, but I guess not. Oh, now you open my way. What's the point? You don't need to destroy these. By the way, there's going to be some enemies like right over here, so, you know, just toss your grenade. Why do I keep calling it that? It's TNT. You know what it is. Just toss your TNT. Oh my lord, that's why you have to go for headshots. Always aim in the position I'm aiming at, and you pretty much will 9 times out of 10 basically get what you need to. I wish headshots would give you health back or something. That would have been so nice. Because there's a game, I think I could have sworn it was Duke Nukem. There's a game where you can get like mercy shots. So like if an enemy is on the ground or whatever, and they're crying or whatever, you can kill them for mercy and then get health back. You fucking asshole. I mean, it's so damn dark in here anyway. I can't see shit. This leads to progress, by the way. So, well, let's just go. Ah, you mother... That's not fair at all. That's not fair one bit. Fuck it. Here. Fuck you. Fuck you and the ghost you came with. Fuck you and the ghost you rode in on. Which reminds me, where the hell are they? Oh. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Why did you guys die? I hope I got the guy killed, though. I don't know. Like, I genuinely cannot tell if I got the kill yet. God damn, I'm just eating shit all of a sudden. Now, this is progress, but I think I could have sworn we needed, like, a key or something. No, wait a minute. That chainsaw guy fight and the ghost fight, I think, are optional fights you can do. I just need to get back there, though. Yep, still alive. I may also decide to make a video talking about potentially just update stuff. Not only update stuff, but just something I want to kind of do. And I guess I could tell you guys this now, is like, I do want to continue doing more shooter stuff for you all, because honestly, I mean, I was surprised that I took a poll and, well, people really wanted to see me do more shooter stuff. So not only am I going to give back to you guys for suggesting, or not really, well, you know what I mean, for just being cool and being like, yeah, we want more shooter stuff. I want to give back to you guys in that regard too. But at the same time, there's other things I kind of want to do as well on top of that, but I don't know if I really want to do them that bad. And it's basically just a giant marathon of stuff that might be annoying to do. Only annoying in the regard, like, it will take some time, and I'm not really big into streaming because I'm really, really afraid of people. I've been fucked with on streams so much that it's just like, I get anxious about doing it. I get anxious about streaming. I'm just always worried that some asshole's going to come in, and I hate having to ban somebody. I hate having to be an ass or whatever. But just some people, they will push your buttons regardless of who you are. They will do whatever they can to push your buttons. It doesn't matter how nice you are. It doesn't matter how cool you are. You're always going to get those people. And I understand that there are people out there, there are streamers out there that can handle that type of stuff, but maybe I'm just too autistic for it, but for some reason, I suck with handling it. I don't know. Faster reload. Let's see. What's this one? Knockback? I don't really need that bad. Magnum rounds, custom tune. Higher capacity, increases cycling. Successful alt-fire headshot kills grant you a small amount of slow motion. Ooh. That's pretty nice, actually. Not gonna lie. Not only alt-fire that much. I'd say if anything, reload might be the best choice for right now, just for the sake of it, because I think having my double barrel reload a lot faster would be much more nifty and handy than some of the other potential stuff. This is where I think, yep, this is where World of Thunder plays. I was so dead-ass wrong about it. Sorry if you guys can't hear it right now, but this is pretty much what it's playing. I'm going to take some shots right now, some pop shots, because fuck these guys. I don't want to fight them. Fuck them. You know what I mean? I don't want to deal with this. I think there's a guy there that looks like a guy. That was a guy. I saw a body drop. That's another one, too. Yep, that's a body drop. Now, if I heard the music playing, like if I could actually hear the music, I'd probably try to go through this part a little bit quicker in a little bit more cool fashion, I guess. But I can't hear the music, so... I hate when there's, like, boxes around as soon as I want to switch to, like, a shotgun or something. Alright, just going to double check the area, make sure that there's nobody else. There's a couple ways to do this. You can take the minecart down. You can take just the minecart way down. You don't have to use the minecart itself. You can take the stairs. I'll try to check both sides so I don't miss anything. Okay, that did that. That exploded. Just in the off chance. Because, you know, you never really know that there might be something somewhere hiding that I could use. And I would like to get my hands on that. I know it's not really a boomer shooter, but it's technically a retro shooter, but South Park. I was doing that one a long time ago, and I never did finish it, so... See if I can get a lob. It's a pretty damn good one, actually. Holy crap. Yeah, these things will blow up, by the way, in your hands if you hold on to them for too long. So be careful with that. This, I believe, just leads back to here. It's pretty much just like another way down that you can take. It's a really cool environmental piece. All of this is right now. I like this part of the game. It's pretty neat. This one's pretty fun because there's just a lot of sniper spots that you could just get some good pop shots off on enemies from, and a lot of cool little items here and there that you can grab and whatever. So there's that. Actually, maybe I should just do that video. It's not an update video. It's just a video talking about ideas. Like, I want to discuss... I keep seeing a guy. Like, I want to discuss the idea of doing certain ideas. But, again, I don't want it to ever just be an obligation. I don't want it to just take up my time. And, honestly, streaming is... for me, it's a painful thing to kind of do, and depends, like, how are we going to be able to knock it down to, like, I don't know. The streaming thing in question, I don't know if I mentioned, I kind of get sidetracked, I should have mentioned, but it's basically doing everything I've done on Hardcorean, but, like, doing it, you know, on the same difficulty. So, for example, I would have to pretty much just play Cultic again on Extreme, and I would have to, you know, relearn that and all that fun stuff, and play Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2, like Sigma specifically, because I've done those. I'd have to do Sigmas and Razor's Edge on Master Ninja mode again. This is all, as dumb as it is, realistically, the idea sort of still comes from getting basically one guide. Because there was one asshole who just said that I cheated on Dante's Inferno. Because I keep... I don't know what it is about people, but they keep thinking I'm a cheater for some reason. It's really annoying. Somebody thought I was cheating on Postal Brain Damage when I was getting those secrets. And it's like, I just had a dumb way of getting that secret. I don't know what to tell you. It's also possible that maybe the game updated and they might have fixed it. I don't know. But I checked and I remembered, like, I can still do it. I don't have fucking cheats enabled. But luckily, it's okay because the guy that accused me of cheating came around and was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize that it wasn't, so my bad. And it's like, it's all cool. As long as you understand that, you know, I didn't. I don't like being called a cheater. I don't like that. And, you know, the thing is with me, though, is like, I never go out of my way to cheat. I hate the idea of cheating and the idea of cheaters. Not just in relationships, but just in real life, anything. Like, you know, I hate the idea of cheating. So, but me saying all this is probably like, yeah, that's just basically an indicator that you do actually use cheats. Like, even right now, like playing Cultic, somebody might come up and say, like, yeah, there's no way in hell you've landed those headshots that clean. You must have like a mod on or something to make your headshots better. Not that I know of. That's the thing that I will always say, is that I don't know. Because I genuinely don't know. There's always a chance that maybe somehow I accidentally grabbed the fucking mod without even knowing. There's always a chance. But for me, it's like, from what I'm playing right now, it seems pretty fairly normal. So if I've been playing it wrong or playing it differently, I have no clue. There's always a chance. I'm not going to say that there's never a chance for it to happen, because anything can happen. That's what I believe in, is anything can happen. It doesn't matter how whack or crazy it is. If something can happen, it probably could. That's my motive, I guess. Not motive, but... yeah, that's my little motivational speech. God damn. It's just one of those things that happens, you know. And I try... like, again, it might seem kind of dumb. It's because, like, you don't respond to that type of stuff. Because if you do, it'll pretty much give the guy more ammo to think that you actually are cheating, because it's a clear indicator of, like, oh, you're coping. And most of the time when I'm doing that, I'm either laughing at the guy, or at the very least, if it's on Hardcorean, I'm trying to explain what I must have did, or trying to help them fix their situation. Right? Because a lot of time when it's like, I've only been accused on Hardcorean like once. But if it ever happens again, or even just like when it happened the first time, it's like I'm trying to understand, like, there has to be something that you must have missed that I did differently, or that you didn't catch on to, so I'll try to re-explain it and see if I can help out that way. But who knows? Maybe I'll do the idea video. I don't know. We'll see. It could happen. Maybe it'll happen before this. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time for some more Cultic. And, of course, we'll be doing the Mine Town next. This one, I think, is like the zombie scavenge thing, right? Yeah. This one's going to be a fun one. I don't really like this one that much. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. So take care, everybody.